Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter, coming back at you. It's a beautiful day, and it is hot outside. And while we're talking about heat, I got some fire shoes that I want to look at. This might be my favorite pickup so far of 2022. I really like the Union 2s, but I think as far as being a wearable shoe that I could just see myself wearing with just about anything, man, these are so good. I'm talking about the Military Black 4s. They dropped today. I'm shooting this on Saturday. I hope a lot of you all were able to get some W's. I was able to hit my personal size on the in-store raffle at Finish Line. They didn't get any GS pairs or anything, but I also was able to hit a GS pair on the sneakers app. So I'm pumped about that too. It was definitely a shoe that I really wanted in the collection, and I probably would have ended up paying resale for them if I wouldn't have hit on them. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's look at these Military Black Jordan 4s. We'll start by looking at this box. This actually reminds me of the Topaz 4 box, but you can tell it's definitely unique. They kind of gave us a special looking box, and I appreciate that because I think this shoe is special. I think these things are dope, and I just love the way that they came out. But it's got this paint splatter all over it, the cool Flight font with the Jumpman there in the middle. The tag reads Air Jordan 4 Retro, and the color is white, black, and neutral gray. This is a size 10.5. These retailed for $210 US. The paper is the same that we always get. It had that paint splatter paper and then also the plain white paper inside of that. But it's like we're used to getting for 4s. And that box is cool, but it's got nothing on these. I like these so much. I actually saw these in hand, I guess a week ago or so. But whenever I saw these, it really solidified the fact that I was just going to do everything I could to get a pair of them. You can tell that it's got that color blocking like the Military Blues does. I really like that it's got this little hit of suede there in the front, like on the mudguard. And I like that it's got the black color behind that netting on the side panels, as well as behind the netting on the tongue. It's basically exactly like the Military Blue color blocking, aside from just where there was blue on the Military Blues, they've replaced that with black. So up on the eyelets, those plastic hits on the eyelets, it's black. The painted areas down here at the midsole, they're all black. And on the heel, you got that black plastic hit. And look at that tongue. I love the look of that. It's black, and then it says Flight in like light gray underneath of it. I'm really pleased with how well these came out, and I'm also just really happy with the quality of the material. The leather all feels really nice. It doesn't feel like synthetic or, you know, cheap or anything like that. It's got nice texture to it. And basically every piece of this white leather on the top, if you push on it, you get the nice ripples. And white, gray, and black, I mean, you can rock this with anything. I like these. I don't know yet if I like them as much as the white Oreos, but actually, yeah, I do like these as much as the white Oreos. They're just dope. They're just so clean looking. And I mean, this 4 silhouette, it's just timeless. I don't think these would ever go out of style, you know? I think they'd look good with pretty much anything. But like always, we'll start with this outsole. It's got a pretty dope, classic retro looking tread pattern on it. It's got that black at the midfoot, and then some of this herringbone traction at the forefoot is in black, surrounded by a good bit of white. I like the way the white Jumpman jumps off of there at the midfoot. And then at the front, we've got this gray hit where the stars are. And I think that looks nice and clean. but it's just a classic nostalgic outsole. Came out really well. And then coming up from that outsole, we have some white rubber that wraps up to the side, but then you can see that there's just this black painted area, and it is about as clean as can be. There's no air bubbles in it or anything. Just looks sharp. I love it. Real pleased with how the paint looks. And then just below that, there's some white painted areas, and of course that surrounds that visible air unit. And it looks like we've got white on the inside of that as well. Just looks nice and clean. The stitching in the front is bright white, and that's surrounded by just bright white rubber. And then, like I mentioned before, we've got this nice hit of gray suede, and it's kind of rough. It doesn't feel super soft or anything, but it looks really nice. And you can tell when you're looking down on it that it's just a nice, really thick cut. And I love the color. The color just goes so well with the black and white. But I like that little suede mudguard on there. Very reminiscent of the military blues. And just underneath of that, for the toe box area, we'll see this white leather, and it is very, very soft. It's a nice thick piece, just like all the white leather on the shoe, and it's got a real nice texture. If you press on it, you get nice little ripples and everything, and I just think these are going to age beautifully. But you've got that white leather there on the toe box, wrapping up the side, going up the eye stays. And then around the base of the heel. And we've also got it up around the collar here. But it looks nice and clean. Love the texture on it. Then we've got these white netting areas that have black behind it, and I like that, but that's on the side panels. And then at the bottom of the tongue, the top of the tongue has more white leather, and it's got a real nice texture on it as well. Feels like great quality. And I love this tag, just the black Jumpman, the gray Flight in that classic font on the white tag. Looks real clean. They gave us some flat white laces. Didn't give us any spares in this. That would have been cool. But then we've got these black plastic hits at the eyelets. And on the heel, we've got this plastic heel tab and this kind of rubber. I guess this is rubber, but we've got this rubber heel tab in black, and then this black continues down on the back of the heel, and we've got a white Jumpman there. Behind the tongue, you'll see that it's a black color, and we've got the Air Jordan printed upside down on there, and it's got that nice silky smooth feeling. And then the sock liner is a gray color, but the insole is black. Let me know what you all think of these, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.